Alright, second time's the charm. I had a sneezing fit during the first one. Anyway, this is week 10. Here is high bar. Still stalling out in the middle. I think I kind of remedied this in my second squat day of the week. Man, after the meet, I need to drop some of the Jelly Belly. It's honestly just my fault. I ate out a lot this week because my mom made me some food when I came over. And I ate that for the week, but I didn't like input it or track anything. And I have been tracking. I just haven't been putting it in. I've been relatively on top of it, except for this week. I don't even know what this. Oh yeah, after this meet, it's gonna be really cool to train my vertical jump and learn how to dunk. It'd be cool. I know Candido used to do stuff like that. There was literally no other bench available for this day. So like my upper body was just in like a really weird and compromised position for 3 count pause. And why the fuck are these upside down? This is comp deadlift. Yeah, I was saying that it's harder to support the bar than to actually move it for me in some points. I think I really nailed it on the second competitive deadlift day. By the way, I did it as normal competitive deadlift because I saw that I just said conventional deadlift. These angles are never good. I never give you good stuff to look at. Here is a volume set. So that was stop. It wasn't touch and go. I didn't put in any of my weights for my accessories. I'm thinking about charging my work phone's camera, and using that, because like the worst part about filming my sets is turning off my music. Yeah. I was like, get this thing off me. Got a lot of deadlift sets or footage from this day. Not really centered, but all right. Gotta make sure my ass isn't hanging out. God, it looks like a fucking goof. Wait a sec. Next time that I start moving the barbell, just look at my face. Well, like, come back to look at my face. That one I remember being like, yeah, so this didn't execute set 3 well at all, and I think this is set 3. That was touch and go. In all honesty, I kind of just wanted that set to be over with. I remember it being really poor. This is 425. Honestly, felt really good. Or maybe the sets from that day felt really good. Yeah, I wrote something about that. I just need to be more proactive and less lazy coming into the bottom, even if it means sacrificing a little bit of depth. There's my trimmed video. This is a set video. I think you can see in this one I'm a lot better at it. Need to watch my depth some, but honestly at this point I just need to focus on not stalling out. Yeah, see, no problems in the middle there, but also it's like 20% lighter. Squat's been going pretty good. Here is 305 bench from that day as well. I slept weird because of my dog. My dog takes up all the space in my bed. And so I slept on my like one side weird, and it was really hard getting my shoulder blade to want to play. This was honestly felt like RP 6.5, maybe even 6. 345 deadlift. Felt really, really strong this day. Oh, this is the same thing. This is 345 again. Might as well watch it a second time. I don't know. I just feel really, really strong on this deadlift day. It's weird because usually this close to the meet, I usually feel like garbage, and I'm always like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I'm kind of demotivated, but honestly, I'm just kind of like excited. Like weights are moving. I'm happy with it. Moved a lot of weight this week. Did not feel like I moved almost 1,600 pounds in bench press, or even 10,000 pounds in a deadlift. Yeah, just pretty good week. Not a whole lot to complain about. Not a whole lot to talk about either. Just like I need to focus on not dumping the weight into my joints on squat. And I'm hoping that deadlift keeps grooving and I don't fall asleep weird because of my dog anymore, causing problems with my bench. But it didn't even really affect me that bad. I might push bench up this week to 310, maybe even 315 for a double. We will see how I feel about that. Let's see how much volume I got today. Yeah. Middle is the standard high bar sticking point. Okay. Yeah. That's about it. I'm just speedrunning these videos anymore because I don't have anything to complain about. Smurfing in the programming, I guess is what it really is. And smurfing with the weights. I really do think I'm sandbagging. Like, it's hard to tell what is like RP7 and RP6 because like when I get to that high for like doubles and triples and stuff like that, it's like I really have to like be like, if I dug as deep as possible, would I be able to do 2 or 3 more? And sometimes just like heavy weight feels like heavy weight. It's like when you eat hot peppers and like it's like you eat a jalapeno, it's like it's fine. If you eat a habanero, it's like kind of hotter, but there eventually becomes a point when you get into like the upper echelon or like the upper range of Scovilles where it's like it doesn't matter if it's like a ghost pepper or a Trinidad scorpion or like a Carolina Reaper or anything like that. Like your mouth is going to fucking hurt. It's going to feel like shit in your mouth regardless of how much hotter the Reaper is than whatever. So like I feel like that's the problem with rating RPEs and why I'm continually sandbagging my RPE sets, because like it feels hard, and so I'm like gradually adding weight, but it's not getting noticeably harder. Like honestly, if I was to do a true double, I feel like to me that's harder than like a true RPE 10 double is significantly harder than an RP 10 like over 100% 1 rep max. Like I'm just a lot more comfortable doing like really intense heavy singles, and so it's hard to gauge like just mentally where my RPEs are for my heavy lifts such as bench, which I'm afraid to push too hard because I'm afraid I'm gonna tank all my progress so far if I try to do 315 double. But that's why I haven't really been getting up over 305, even though I feel like I can do it, and tank my progress on squat, because like squat, it just feels fucking heavy. Like comparatively, 425 and like 500, they're pretty decent amount apart, but they feel heavy as like all heck on my back when I have them on there. There's like only a very if I was to go to the gym today and I was like, this is what 500 feels like and this is what 400 feels like, and then I had to blind feel test them, I'd be like, yeah, this one's heavier, but like by how much? It's like heavy. It's really what it comes down to. And then deadlift is like, I don't know. It's like I keep like dipping my toes and then like I can do more. I can do more. I think we're officially at the point where my conventional is stronger, smoother, and just better than my sumo. So that's a pretty good point. I kind of have a goal for myself. Shit, my monitor's mumbling. I kind of have a goal for myself that I want to try my third attempt at or above what my sumo was. But once again, I need more practice on a Texas deadlift bar. I got a friend who, I don't think he owns the gym, but I think he's like a co-owner or something like that. And they got Texas deadlift bars, and he's a strength coach too. And I was like, nah, like I'll come in, but I don't want you coaching me. Don't poach me. But I feel like some practice on the Texas deadlift bar will help estimate what my one rep would be for deadlift in the competitive environment, because I remember at the meet that 365 on the stiff bar for sumo was significantly harder than 365 or than 430 or whatever my second attempt was. Yeah, 430 was harder or easier on the Texas deadlift bar than 365 on a stiff bar. For me, at least. That's how it felt. But then again, like when I got up for my second attempt, I had a lot of adrenaline going through me. I took another scoop of pre-workout. That's another thing I can get to in a second. And I don't know, stiff bar just, my body, I don't know what it is. It's just harder. The Flexi Magic Bar cures all problems. Oh yeah, I remember when I did this 345. I was like listening to the from Dragon Ball Super when Goku finally gets Ultra Instinct. I was listening to the soundtrack to that, and I just drank, not just drank, but I drank a Bang energy drink, and I took it. I like drank the energy drink, did my stuff, and then I got to here and I listened to that song and I finished it. And my first thought coming up out of the deadlift is like, I guarantee you, if you played this song loud enough, I can deadlift a car off an old lady in wreckage. Like, that's just how fucking strong I feel with the combination. Jokes aside, pretty good week. I'm gonna stop rambling and coming up with stuff to talk about. Peace.